What's going on, guys? Elevate DFS here, bringing you guys week 5 review of my lineup. My lineup did cash with ease and all my double ups and GPPs as well. My lineup put a 161.34 up, which was very good, very good, very good. So to get right into it, at quarterback I went with Carson Wentz. He was very, very, very low owned against a weak Minnesota defense, which I was very surprised. He put up 25 Draftkings points with 311 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns, and he got the 300-yard passing game bonus. With my running back, I thought this was going to be very, very chalky. James Conner going against a weak Atlanta run defense, and I don't understand. It was only 33% owned. I'm pretty sure he was one of the highest. He was one of the running backs on the slate by far. He put me up 37 Draftkings points at only 33% owned. That was perfect. With my second running back, I went TJ Yeldon, which, if you watch my last video, I told you I was going to be all over him. He was 51% owned, playing against Kansas City. I expected this game to be rainy. It wasn't rainy, but he still put us up 26 Draftkings points. It was very good. He got a receiving touchdown as well. Alshon Jeffrey, he was a dud. I paired him up with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz had a great game. Alshon Jeffrey, not so much. He only had 39 yards. He should have had a lot more. I was watching the game. He was wide open on a post down the field. Hit him right in the chest. He dropped it. He got hit. But it was alright because we still cashed. He was only 1.8% owned. So I thought him and Carson paired, both 1% owned, that would be great. But, we still cashed, so it's alright. Mohamed Sanu, I put him in last second. He was 17% owned. He got a receiving touchdown, which he just outran everybody. He put up 17 Draftkings points, which was very good for the salary. I believe it was $4K. And then, if you watch my last week's video as well, I told you guys Adam Thielen. I was all over him. Jalen Mills is not a good cornerback, which I was surprised. He was only 20% owned in double ups. He put up a receiving touchdown, 116 receiving yards with 7 catches, and he got his bonus for 100 yards. He put up 27.6 Draftkings points. I don't understand how more people weren't on this play. I think most people went to Juju, and Juju dudded. So that was a great pivot of Juju. I went Adam Thielen. And then on tight end, I bit the chalk, 55%. Vince McDonald, as you can see here. Yeah, that didn't work out. Jesse James, I believe, got a lot more catches than Vance. I was on the Uzo guy from Cincinnati up until lock. I made some last second change to lock. And a huge change I made at lock was Golden Tate, which was a terrible change. I had David Johnson as my flex, but I also had $400 left over, and I'm just an idiot. When I see the $400 left over, I want to spend up. So I believe David Johnson was 6.3K. I had him as my flex. I love David Johnson in his spot, but for some reason I thought Golden Tate was going to be chalk. So if he was going to go off, I didn't want to not have that chalk. Plus, I thought he was going to have a good game. He was only 5% owned, so when I first saw that, I was confused. And he only put up 9.2 Draftkings points. And David Johnson had a great game. Not a great game, but I believe he put up 20 plus. So that sucked, but it's alright. And for my defense, I was either going to be on the Ravens or the Browns because I felt like this was going to be a very low-scoring game, which it was. I believe the Browns had more points on their defense. I'm not sure, though. But the Ravens, nonetheless, was a great defense. Held the Browns to 12 points. And that game went to overtime. They had 5 sacks with an interception. 31% owned. I'll take it any day of the week. So that was my lineup that I put out on Sunday. If you DM me on Twitter at ElevateDFS, you would have got the lineup and you would have cashed in pretty much everything. Now I'm going to go over the winning lineup in the $25 single entry double up. I'm going to go over this and try to explain some of his plays, even though I have a good amount of the same plays. He had Kirk Cousins. I thought Kirk Cousins was going to do a lot better. I wanted Carson Wentz on the other side of the ball, and Carson Wentz put up more points than him. He had James Conner, TJ Yeldon, same as me. I already went over those plays. Mohamed Sanu, same as me. Adam Thielen, same as me. So as you can see, I had all the right plays here. Just some players like Jeffrey and Golden Tate and Vance McDonald just dudded for me, or else we could have took down a big GPP. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he was very not very chalky, but he was chalky with Geronimo Allison and Randall Cobb sitting out. We all knew that the rookie was going to get his touches. I didn't play him just because I didn't feel like I had to spend down a wide receiver. I was happy with my lineup. He was 47% owned. He got a touchdown and 68 receiving yards. He gave you 19.8 Draftkings points. Zach Ertz, I was so close to rostering Zach Ertz last minute. Pretty sure I picked Golden Tate over him. I don't know why. I don't know why I did. Zach Ertz was 3% owned. And like I said in my last video, being an Eagles fan, I could tell you Carson Wentz's favorite option on every play is Zach Ertz. And if he doesn't have Zach Ertz, he's going to give it to Alshon Jeffrey. Zach Ertz had 10 receptions, 110 receiving yards, and a receiving touchdown. I believe he scored his touchdown in the last minute of the game. So I'm sure that boosted this guy, Bomber FD, right into first. David Johnson, like I said, I don't know why I didn't play him. I was all over him all week, and I just changed last second because I didn't want the money left over. And his defense was the Ravens, which was the same defense that I had. So, the lineups weren't that different. I believe the only differences were Scantling, Ertz, Johnson. I believe I had, I don't even remember, Tate, McDonald, and then someone else, I'm not sure. Jeffrey. His player's better than mine. He got first. I wonder if this guy won any big GPPs, but that's all good to him. Next week, we're going to be on NFL. We'll be on NBA pretty much all week. If you guys want to follow me at ElevateDFS on Twitter, you can feel free to follow me, DM me, I'll get back to you. If you guys want to have a conversation, anything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. I'm going to keep producing these fire lineups. We're going to keep making this money together. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe.